Happy Tuesday. Ooh. How you guys doing? I missed you. I missed recording. But I needed some time. I needed some time to do some things. But anyway, I'm back. Hi. I'm gonna do a rune reading this morning. And as you can see, it has been snowing. Yeah, yesterday it was pretty cold. It's not a good time. Oh, flipping sorry. I didn't know I could do that. My last phone, it wouldn't let me switch while I was filming, so that's neat. It's fun. I actually feel so good this morning. I started a Qigong practice. Yesterday was day 1, today was day 2, so I just did that. Yeah. Moving that stagnant chi. Okay. I love the snow. I'm not gonna lie. I love the snow. Maybe it's my Scandinavian blood. I don't know. Yeah. It just feels so fresh. Yeah. At least when it's sunny like this, anyway. If it's overcast, it's not as fun. All right. God within, God without. How shall I ever be in doubt? There's no place where I may go and not there see God's face, not know. I am God's vision and God's ears. It's through the harvest of my years I am the sower and the sown, God's self-unfolding and God's own. I used to be afraid of that word, the capital G. I didn't like it. That was because of my Christian upbringing. We'll get into that another day. Okay, so all 3 of these came out upside down. Let's see what we got. Oh, Jera. Put them in the snow. So we got Jera. This is the harvest. Speaking of harvest, this is a natural cycle, a cyclical cycle. You know, it indicates the time span of 1 year. And generally the message behind Jera is things happen in the right timing, not necessarily when we want them to. That's that. The second one is Fehu. This is the rune of material wealth. Typically indicates cattle, which is funny because there's a ton of ranch land around here. But nowadays we don't measure our wealth by how many cows we have or how many goats we have. We measure it with coins, not even coins anymore, money, right? But yeah, so Fehu, wealth, money, abundance can bring joy, right? However, if you hoard it and you don't allow it to go back into the system and continue to circulate, then you know, greed is a form of corruption, right? So Jera, Fehu, and Solyu, the sun, or Solio, you could also say. It's pronounced a couple different ways. How appropriate. How appropriate. That's so beautiful. Okay, so this is about power. This is about personal power. This is about inner wholeness. It is about just good, whole energy. And about knowing that you have immense power within you. So I would like to quickly open my book here. Actually, let's see. I had this like big wave of just like self-doubt after I got this book and started reading and realized how well researched it was, and just that some of what I thought about some of the runes was a little bit off according to this dude, but I want to just sit with this for a second here. So a year, harvest, timing, cyclical patterns, torsion, money, value, abundance, wholeness, power, the sun. Interesting. It's as if it's saying to me, that there is a time and a place when we will have money and abundance and value, but we have to build that up within ourselves. And I'm actually also reminded, because Fehu also represents cattle, about how on an evolutionary perspective, humans have always had times of feast and times of famine. We've never had, until the agricultural and industrial revolution, we never had a constant supply of food and a constant supply of stuff, which is amazing. We actually have enough food now on the earth to feed everybody. No one should ever go hungry. However, there are those that hoard, and there are those that hoard wealth as well as food. Power, right? They hoard power. And Soul U's coming in to remind you that you have power. You have immense, immeasurable power. And because of Jera here, I feel like we are in this immense time of transition, and those who are hoarding power and wealth and whatever else they're hoarding, they will not be able to for very much longer. Now, time is a funny thing. Because of our meat brains, you know, we have a very linear idea of time. When I say for not very much longer, you know, it very well could be that things are going to get worse, much worse, before they get better. And because that is the case, most likely, Soul U is here to remind you to build up your stores of personal power. And that really relates really well to the Qigong practice that I started. I am taking responsibility for myself, for my own faults, my own issues, and I'm doing absolutely everything in my power to work on those things. You know, I'm saving, I'm doing energy work, my own energy work. I have my own spiritual practice. I meditate, and these are things that are shoring up my reserves of internal power, as well as like stocking food and stuff. So it's important to know, I think, and I feel that things are gonna feel very unsteady, especially going into the winter here. It's so funny, like, it's fall for most of North America, but like, it's already winter, okay? I have something funny for you. In Alberta, that's where I am, we do have 4 seasons. We do. They are called summer, aka construction season, almost winter, winter, and still winter. Yeah. So, anyway, the message of this rune reading is really to focus on what you can control individually in your life, which is really your taking care of your own being, your own body, your own spirit, your own soul, working on, you know, different practices that will strengthen those parts of you, and also making sure that you are acquiring enough wealth and abundance for yourself, but like, don't be greedy with it, because the moment that you start being greedy and you're serving only yourself, that is when darker forces tend to take over. So yeah, and like doing my different energy practices and meditation and like centering myself and grounding myself is very important, and it will ultimately allow me to be better service to others. So there's a balance that must be struck between self-work and outer work. That is a lesson that I'm learning right now. But anyway, I love you guys. I hope that makes sense. I think it does. And enjoy the sun today. Oh yeah, it's about to move into Scorpio soon, so that'll be fun. I say fun, but interesting is probably a better word. Okay. Peace.